Hi guys, I'm gonna just talk through this video a little bit and hopefully I'll help some people who are at the stage where they've never done spray painting and I want to know just how to even get started. So you need three things. You need spray cans, location, and you need a drawing. So for spray cans, the best ones that everyone uses is Montana 94. Now there's probably other spray cans out there, but in terms of getting started, if you just want to use them because that's what everyone else is using, and for this mural here I've just used the standard Montana 94 cans, and I think someone's hit my camera there, and then yeah, actually they did hit my camera. They told me I had to move it back. But there's lots of different brands and varieties that I haven't checked out, so I can't tell you or can't give you advice on that. And even with the cans itself, there's lots of different colours, there's lots of different shades, there's lots of different effects, and then even just using all the different caps, and there's lots to learn there. But if you just want to get started, and that's the stage that I'm at, if you want to get started, just use Montana 94 cans. Get yourself like a wall this size. Off the top of my head now, it's 6, 12, 18, maybe 18 cans that you want for a wall like that. That's probably a bit generous, but you're not sure how much you're going to use of each colour, so to be on the safe side, I think I had 6 of each blue and 6 white and I had 3 yellows. So that's the things when you get started that you want to figure out. You want to figure out with how much surface area does the cans go for, and what cans you use and what colours, because the colours that you see on the cans itself doesn't really mean that's going to be the colour when it's on the wall or when it's dry. So the next thing you need to do is get a location. So I didn't know that there's places that you're allowed to go and spray a can. In Dublin, it's Liberty Lane. It's behind like Opium, and you're allowed to go there, and you're just allowed to spray on over other people's graffiti, and it's kind of encouraged because it's kind of creates an environment where you're allowed to go, and it doesn't matter if it's not going to be good. Someone's going to come along next week or tomorrow and paint over it, so it gets rid of that sense of, oh, if I do this and it's shit, it's going to be there for ages. Someone's going to paint over it, and yeah, you can come back next week and do it again and again and again. So in Dublin you've got Liberty Lane, and I'm in Lisbon here, so I don't know how to really pronounce this, but it's Rao São Pedro de Alcântara. No matter where you are though, if you go and buy your cans, if it's in any city, just Google Montana 94 cans, and whatever shop that you go to, when you're buying your cans, just ask them, is there any locations where you're allowed to go and paint for free? So this location here there's a little area behind me there where you're allowed to, and now the wall I think I'm doing it on, I don't necessarily know if you're allowed to do in that one, but there's loads of graffiti there and I don't think many people care. Actually, I think one Portuguese man was telling me to do it. So if you've got your cans and you've got your location, the next thing is you need something to draw. Now drawing, painting, these are all different because when you are drawing you've got a pencil and it's very precise, and it only goes when you put pressure on it. Same as painting, when you put your brush against the canvas, the paint goes on it. But with cans, you press that little lid and it comes out flying, and it's actually far harder to control. The spray size is far bigger, so the spray size is far bigger, so you can't do that same level of detail that you want to do. So for this one here, I'm still at the very early stages of spray painting, so I was trying to keep it as simple as possible. Now things you can do if you want a simple design is you can just do shapes. So I'm going to make a lot of it just a big block shape. This will allow, well, for me it allowed me to figure out, right, how many cans would I need to do a certain wall, because you're not going to take on a big project or something big and then show up without enough cans, and you're just not going to go off by a million cans either. So I thought I'd keep it simple, keep it very line work. Now, a good thing to do is look at tattoo designs. Tattoo designs are actually really, really good, because that type of simple line design is kind of transferable up to graffiti. So I use the stencil as well. So a stencil is just where you cut out a design. Like I can nearly do a whole tutorial on that, they're kind of cool. But I use a stencil design, and it's a little bird at the start there. Now I was going to try this like butterfly effect, and I thought, if I keep, butterfly and that same pattern out, that'd create this really cool thing, and I wasn't really feeling it, so I went with these straight lines. Now I also got the clouds from Simple Tattoo. They actually turned out pretty good. Now this is how you learn everything. Like, they're not perfect, but I actually got a little bit of confidence in how I do them even better next time. And then when you do things like this, like, you realize, oh, what colors are good, what colors are better. Like, there's a darker blue that I bought there, and as soon as I sprayed it on the wall, I was like, not a chance. It just looked horrible. Like, so this is what you learn. You're gonna learn so much from just doing a little simple wall, what all you need in terms of the bring. Like, if you're gonna go there as well, you want to make sure that you're not gonna get sunburned. You want water. If you want to video it, you want a camera. And then if you want to do straight lines, you need like a piece of cardboard, to help you do them straight lines. It's not perfect, but I was happy with it in terms of like the colour. The colour is the most important thing in any piece of art, I think. That's just, I don't know if everyone agrees on that. But if you can get your colour right, your colour sets your tone, sets your mood. And oh yeah, I hope this helps anyone. And if you want any help starting spray painting, or getting your first one going, just give me a shout and I'll be able to give you some tips. Now, as I say, I'm a beginner here too, so I'm learning. But if there's anything else that you want to know, just drop me a message. Okay, thank you. If you like this video and you'd like to support me, I have made 5 limited edition prints using the stencil from this mural. They're 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters on canvas with spray paint. They look pretty cool, and you can get them on my website, which is linked below. Thanks again, and hit the subscribe button please.